I was in school in 7th grade, and we had a project to do. The teacher told us that you can pick your groups and your partner that you want. And everybody were going to their friends to do the project. But the thing is, I was new there. I didn't have friends at the time. So I was just waiting for people who doesn't have groups and go with them. And the funny part is that this happens every single time. Every single time there is something project to do, and especially in groups, and where the teacher tells us that you have to pick your groups with your friends. So everybody go with their friends, and I'm the one left out and another kid. And the part is that that kid, I want to be like a jerk to him, but he wasn't smart. He was like really lazy and didn't do everything. I was smart though. I knew what to do, but at the time I didn't give a fuck at the time. And that led me, that led me to having really bad grades because the project was so big that the other guy also had to help me. And it was like 2 days and a big project, 2 days. And I had to do it all alone. So I always got like, what, 50, 60. I was questioning why was I getting left out instead of other people? Even though I was smart, I knew what I was doing my stuff. I knew what I was doing. I was really good at science. Science was one of my like best subject that I was really good at, and I was still getting left out. This like really led to me having this social anxiety around people because every time they left me out, I was getting like smaller and smaller and afraid to speak to people because I had nobody to speak with. When the teacher was getting empathy for me, and this led to me having like sad limiting beliefs of myself, having these limiting beliefs like you're not good enough, you nobody wants to be with you because you're this, all that. That led to me having no life, social interaction, no social life at all. I was still wondering why was people not wanting to be with me after 1 year. It was still the same. But then I realized today, but not today, like in my throughout the life, that it wasn't me, it was my face. I used to look so ugly at that time that no people want to be around with. I didn't take care of my face, my hygiene. I never wore deodorant, so naturally people didn't want to be around with me, right? And I didn't know the language of them. I was living in a country where they talk Spanish, and I was all new to that. Basically, I came from India, and learning Spanish all of a sudden was really hard. It's like you don't even know English enough, like you can't even talk, and you have to like learn Spanish all of a sudden. It was hard to me. It was really hard to communicate, but I managed to do it. But the main part was my attractiveness. Nobody wanted to be around with me. I didn't take care of myself. And at that time, I was having difficulties breathing with my nose. I thought that I had something in my nose that wasn't letting me take breath from my nose. It was really hard. I had to like breathe from my mouth every single time. So we went to the doctor and he said that you have something in your nose and it needs to be operated. My mother said no. She will say you can breathe with your mouth and all that stuff. And I thought that, all right, it's nothing, I guess. After 1 year, I can operate it, right? My mom said, okay, after 1 year, we can go check again to see if it's still there or not. If it's still there, we can get rid of the thing that's in your nose. And all of a sudden, my face structure was getting worse and was getting like this, double chin and everything. My face, my chin went down. I didn't know why. I thought that maybe it was puberty because I was like 14 at the time. 13, and I thought that it was genetics. So I just went to YouTube, researched about it, thought that why am I getting that weird look and weird face? I was getting uglier at the time. Then I came across a video saying that about jawline, about face structure, everything that you need to do. So I watched the whole thing. And one of those points, he mentioned that one of the reasons that your face is looking worse is that you are breathing from your mouth. I mean, like, what the fuck? No way. It shouldn't be right? Because that doesn't mean anything. If you breathe from your nose or from your mouth, it's the same thing. You're just taking fucking oxygen and putting it in your fucking lungs, right? So I didn't care at the time. But then he mentioned something else. He gave me a research about two people, same people, that their mouth breathing compared to the person who was nose breathing. They had completely different face structure. And I clicked, my mind just clicked. I was like, bro, this is so true. My face was decent at the time, even though I was ugly. Now that I have fucking something in my nose, I am fucking breathing like a dumbass. Like, my fucking face looked worse. So I said what he did, right? So I was trying to do everything to breathe my nose, but I couldn't, bro. I had this fucking knot in my face. And I told my mom that, is there something to like puffing off? Even though I can breathe from my one nose, still I can do it, right? So my mom bought me some nose sprays to put in my nose. And I used that like in the morning, I just put some sprays in my nose and it will clear it up. I could fucking breathe from my nose, but it was harder from my left one. And then from there, I just started breathing from my nose. I didn't see a lot of changes, but after 1 year, kind of consistently breathing from my nose, when we went to the doctor again to check up my nose stuff, he said there was nothing in there. I was like, what? He said there was nothing in there and that it was a miracle. I was like, there's no way. Because at that time, before going to a doctor, like 1 month ago, I was breathing normally. I didn't even know that I had something in my nose at the time. I was just living the life. Then my mom started to me, let's go to the doctor. I didn't know that we have to do nose stuff, right? And he said it was a miracle. I was like, oh my God, there's no way, right? Then I realized that it might be because I conditioned myself to just breathe from my mouth. I never used my nose, and therefore, like, building this knot in my nose because I wasn't using it, right? I wasn't using it. I might be wrong, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just assuming things, right? I'm assuming it might be that, but it worked. I started using the sprays that I have right now. I don't use it right now just when I'm sick, but I still use it. I don't know if it's true or not, but I use it. I started like breathing from my nose instead of my mouth, and that changed this fucking knot that I had. Just get rid of that thing. That's crazy, right? I might be wrong, I might be right, but it changed my facial structure and this fucking knot that I had in my nose, right? And this small habit, this simple fucking habit, changed my facial structure. And also, it changed other people's perspective of me. And I had more eye contact with girls than before, just by doing this simple habit. And I was in the puberty, so my face structure was getting better because I was also breathing from my nose. And don't think that if you are already out of puberty and you cannot change your facial structure, that's completely lie. You can still change it. There is research about people that they change their facial structure even though they were out of puberty or older. You just have to, it's gonna take a bit of time to notice that. But if you are dedicated, just take photo right now, take photo of your current self, all right? The side photo, front, left side, and just start breathing from your nose. And after, let's say some months, take photo again. Then some months, like 3-4 months, take photo again. See the changes. You're gonna see the changes. If you don't take the photo right now, you ain't gonna see the changes in your face at all. That's what I realized. Like, you have to take photos of yourself before the transformation, and then you're gonna see like, yeah, I did this and it changed my face structure. Now you know that breathing from your mouth is going to make you ugly as fuck, right? So how can you use this? You might be saying, just breathe from your nose, right? Nah, that's not the case because it wasn't for me, right? So what I used and what I can recommend to you is to use a nose spray, to use it in your nose every night or in the morning. I would say night preferably, because in the morning is like, it just pop itself, or the both time, right? One spray, that's all you need. And that's really gonna like open up your nostrils. Another that really helped me from my nose was that I also came the same video that we talked about before, where I discovered that breathing from your nose is crucial for having good structure. Also, that video recommended me that you need to start putting tape in your mouth. I was like, what the fuck does that have to do? I don't want to die, right? And the video explained more, saying that before going to sleep. I was like, what the fuck? This guy is crazy, right? I said, there's no way this guy's recommending people to fucking put mouth in your tape in your mouth before sleeping. And you're gonna fucking die. And the thing is, I fucking did it. Even though I knew that shit was crazy, I did it. Bro. The first day, I couldn't, because I didn't use the spray before sleeping. I did also in the morning. Then I implemented these two tactics in the night. I sprayed my nose to clear up the thing so I can breathe from my nose, then put the tape in my mouth. And the reason to put tape in your mouth is to let your body to adapt to breathing from your nose. And what I've realized is that most of your day, you're sleeping, right? So 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours, you're sleeping. And if you are mouth breathing at the time, you are literally fucked. Even though you are breathing from your mouth, from your nose in the morning, throughout the day, if you're still breathing from your mouth when you are sleeping, then you're gonna see the changes, right? And people don't even realize this tactic. They think, yeah, I just breathe from my nose and all that stuff. But I also realized that I used to think that too. I used to think that I'm just breathing from my nose, bro. I don't need the mouth tape. But I did it, and it's better to be prepared and then to be sorry, right? So I just put the tape, put the sprays, and went to sleep, right? And I did that for a certain time, and it really helped me, bro. And you might be thinking that this habit is not that powerful, that having a good facial structure is all genetics. But have you ever tried this? Have you ever looked into it? Breathing from your nose is going to change your structure. Have you researched about it? Have you tried it for a long time? Not try it for like some days or weeks, like for months. Have you tried it consistently? And then tell yourself, okay, I did it for 6-7 months and I don't see the changes. It might be my genetics, but no. There's also some things that you can improve. There's only one habit that's going to help you have that good look. There's mewing, there's swallowing good, you have to eat small portion. That is like really, really specific things. But today is only to breathe from your nose. And if you just implement this in your whole day and just do it for like, let's say, I'm going to give you an actionable step right now. Have a habit tracker if you have a habit tracker and put it inside for only 7 days. You just have to follow this thing for 7 days. Spray your nose, put mouth tape before sleeping, and just breathe from your nose for 7 days. If you do this for 7 days, you're going to let your brain later be automatically breathing from your nose. You don't even need that stuff anymore. You just have to be those first 7 days consistently. Then in the future, you're going to do it automatically. And that's it, bro. And if you want to become more attractive and attract that opposite sex, then go down below and book a call with me. I have a coaching program where I give you step-by-step game plan, and I'll give you all this in my package and also a specialized routine only for you. But if you're interested, go down below and click the first link in the description and book a call with me. I see you there, bro. Yeah, that's it. And if you want to get value-packed videos like this, and go down below and subscribe and go hit that bell notification so it's a win-win for both of us.